iguana crossing. Look at that. Where'd it go? Ah. Welcome to Puerto Rico.
So we fly directly from India all the way to Puerto Rico to interview Jake Paul. Hours and hours in a plane, like days in a plane.
We meet up with the crew who was in India, and they look dead.
What's for dinner?
Well then, Jake's people call and they're like, hey, he's working out this afternoon. Do you guys want to get video of it? And so we were like, sure. Great. We haven't slept in 2 days, but we will be right there. He's training for one of the biggest fights in his career. So clearly, we're on his schedule.
While he was cooling off, we started talking about like riddles and stuff like that. And Jake goes, oh yeah, like I could solve any riddle. And so Marcos, his assistant, is like rattling off like all these riddles. And our DP Seth, who has been through everything, he just is getting every single riddle right.
What disappears as soon as you say its name?
My girlfriend? Silence.
Yeah, you got it.
I think that India and the sleep deprivation and the malaria medication that we're on, I think unlocked like a separate part of his brain.
One of the biggest things that sticks out to me from the taping with Jake is I think we've waited 3 hours past the start time for him to wake up to come out.
What do you say?
Oh.
We're expecting to start by 2 at the latest, and I think they are still trying to wake Jake up right now.
Graham always likes to do an activity with the guest. If we can make Graham a little uncomfortable, of course we're gonna jump at the opportunity. An ice bath is one of those situations.
Here we go. 2, 1. It's cold. It's cold, right?
Graham gets into the ice bath and he looks like Jack and Rose, I'll Never Let Go from the Titanic.
How you feeling? Horrible.
We finished the stuff we did at the house, and then the whole crew's hopping on these golf carts to drive all the way to the beach. And then we get to the beach and we're shooting, and it's like, cool, we need to reset, check mics.
Somebody, I guess, didn't tell our audio guy, and he was left behind.
We don't have the audio check with us? Oh, not yet. Come on, man.
I thought he got in with you.
Was he like in the bathroom?
I don't know. I thought he got in that one.
And they're just like, oh, Tom, you can do audio.
All right, Tom, you have to carry this. All right. It'll be funny later. Right now it's annoying.
Yeah.
So if we're keeping track, in Salinas at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca racetrack, I was running camera, and on the beaches of Dorado, Puerto Rico, I ran audio. So I can do it all, basically. I mean,
my favorite part of the day with Jake was going with him to the beach and learning how to meditate in his breathing exercises.
So we'll go for our first 10 breaths in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All the way out. You tap your body. Wake yourself up. Hold.
I wanted to kind of get myself to a place where I was relaxing and doing what he was doing, but I kept like opening up one eye and checking to be sure he was still doing it, because I was like certain in the back of my head that I was gonna open my eyes and he was gonna be like screwing with me and everybody was gonna be laughing.
So diet's obviously a big part of your life now. Tell me about what it entails.
I have a big breakfast, tons of egg whites, omelet, toast, I eat raw liver, actually.
Oh, no, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Jake Paul is an interesting guy. You have kind of one opinion of him going in because all you know is maybe his public persona, his YouTube videos, his previous career. Now, you take this YouTube star who's successfully transitioned into boxing, so he's really turned his life into something that many people, I'm sure, just didn't expect.
I just felt like I could finally be myself and sort of take back control of my life as a boxer. Whereas before I was doing all of these stupid things to get attention on camera for my YouTube channel.
I found that very revealing that Paul was talking about how, you know, even when he's making $10+ million a year as a YouTube social media star, he was thinking he would have much rather been making $5, $10 an hour back in Ohio because that was when he was happiest. And he said it took him to some really dark places.
Did you think about taking your own life?
Yeah, 100%. I just took on the pain by myself because I just felt embarrassed to ask for help.
I went into the taping with Jake not having very high expectations, and he so far surpassed anything I would have ever expected. He's truly an original, completely self-made, and is really smart and seemingly intentional about business decisions he makes.
You said when it comes to money, you've had trust issues before because people have stolen from you.
Yeah, it's when you're young and you start to make millions of dollars really fast, you have people on your team who take advantage of you.
How much do you think you lost all in?
I think it's like roughly like $3 million. And so yeah, it was a blessing in disguise because if it would have happened to me now, it would be 10 times worse of a situation.
Jake's a pretty cool guy. He's committed to like what he wants to do, and gotta give him props for it.
I don't agree with everything he says or anything like that, but he was very respectful and hospitable and gave us a lot of time, and he was 4 hours late, but it happens.